My name is Katie Schmoniak. I am a speech-language pathologist, and I have been a school-based SLP for 17 years. I knew from a pretty young age that I wanted to be in the field of education in some capacity. I was at Central Michigan University, and my best friend and I had just moved into our dorm room, and she was going through some of her old papers from elementary school, and she came across these speech therapy worksheets, and I was like, what in the world is speech therapy? We went to this class called Intro to Communication Disorders, and that is where I found and met a professor that was really super passionate about teaching kids and about communication. So that is ultimately what led me to where I am today. What does a speech-language pathologist not do? Because I feel like we just do a little bit of everything. The world of language and communication is so vast that there are many avenues that a speech-language pathologist could go down for a career. As school-based therapy, we are in contact with families and kids from birth sometimes. Generally, we will get a referral around age 2 or 3 from a parent or a medical provider that says, you know, I'm really worried my child isn't talking yet. What do we do? Can you come help? Then our preschool consultant would be involved, and they would say, okay, I think we need you to come into the home, do an observation, meet the family, and then see if you think that further evaluation would be warranted at that time. So we do some home-based services, teach families, what to do to help facilitate their child's communication. And then we are also involved at the preschool level, doing the same thing. We're in a lot of preschool buildings and settings. And then we are in elementary schools, providing therapy for language and articulation disorders. We do some social skills groups for maybe children that have autism. We provide support to teachers. And let's say that a child needs a communication device. We program those devices. We facilitate a number of IEP meetings. We have child study meetings that we run, talking about problem solving and directly working with teachers a lot on coaching. The most rewarding aspect is not only helping my students meet their goals and make progress, but to become successful communicators. We have to take small successes, and hopefully those add up to big ones in the end. When I have a family that maybe I had their child years ago, and then they come back and they say, thank you. I appreciate all that you did to help my son or my daughter communicate and become successful. I think that is definitely the most rewarding thing for me. The first step, I would say, definitely go shadow an SLP, learn and observe what they do, because it's probably not what you expect. I love working in Northern Michigan because it is vacation land. This is where people come to get away. And I grew up here and I took it for granted probably when I was younger, but now I'm really able as a parent to really value why I chose to stay here and raise my kids here and have a career here.